Welcome back to CF Clips. This is the Zastava ZPAP85. It's an AK pistol that's as compact as a Ninja Warrior's lunchbox and packs a punch that'll make you say the Russian word for hello. Can I pronounce it? No.
Здравствуйте.
If you're looking for a pistol with that Eastern European charm, then the ZPAP85 from Zastava might just be exactly what you're looking for. Zastava. I'm in America, and it's almost the 4th of July, so I feel like I should call it Zastava, but I'm gonna be respectful to the Serbians. This is Zastava. Hailing from Serbia, Zastava Arms has a long and storied history with creating firearms both military and civilian use. They're like the wise old blacksmiths of the guns world, forging rugged and reliable weapons that have stood the test of time all around the world. Heading right on in, we do have a classic style AK muzzle brake attached to that gas tube, which is where you also find your front post sights. A little bit of a tower front post sight here, as you might expect from an AK platform. Heading on back a little bit farther, it's gonna be a very nice dark wooden handguard. So it doesn't have that classic brown, like this color brown, on your handguard. Again, it almost looks black, which is very nice. I think overall the finish color is probably actually a black color, but it does appear to have just a little bit of a brown tinge to it. I think you can see that clearly, especially when I give you a little bit of contrast. As you start to head on back, you can see this AK actually has a Picatinny rail mounted up top. And what's also very cool about that, of course you have your rear sight on the rear portion of that as well, is that this top piece flips up rather than comes off. So let me show you what I mean. Now, I can't show you me actually disassembling this part, but I can show you the after effects. So see you in a sec. This is exactly what I was referring to. So it flips up and flips down. Again, YouTube, I'm not disassembling this. I'm simply just actuating a portion of the firearm in a way that it was designed to. I'm not modifying it. I'm not changing it. Thank you, YouTube monetization. This really gives us actually a really good view of that bulged trunnion and that 1.5mm receiver. This thing is built like a tank, and you can see that right here. Okay, I'm enough toying with the monetization. I'll see you in a sec when this is put back in place. Surprisingly easy to do. The 1 second on either end of me taking that off and putting that back together is way easier than you would expect. Now, as we start to head down, you may notice this mag doesn't quite look right, and that's because this is a 5.56 standard capacity magazine. Yep, it's an AK, but it shoots 5.56. Putting it in 5.56 gives it a little bit of an American spin on the traditional AK platform, which sounds great for around the 4th of July. So, one thing I didn't mention already is that this is a 10-inch cold hammer forged barrel. Of course, that is going to deliver that classic 5.56 punch with a good amount of accuracy, like a ballet dancer landing a perfect pirouette. Of course, on a target though. Moving on from that standard capacity magazine, we do have a metal mag release, and it is traditional AK style. You pull and remove, as you would expect, and the magazine rocks into place like any AK that you would find out on the market. That trigger guard is going to also be metal and very sturdy, down to that trigger. It is a very, very nice feeling metal trigger. It has just a little bit of movement here. I mean, can you hear it? Just barely any movement, and then bang. And there's very, very little, if no, grit on this trigger, at least out of the box, which a lot of times when you start to pull a trigger out of the box, you can feel a little bit of grittiness before you wear it in. It's very smooth, no grit to it. On to our safety. The safety does have a nice bolt hold open. Of course, you manually pull it into place. So, pulling it back and up will get you locked into place. And that's always good, especially if you have a malfunction of some sort, or if you just want to be cool and throw that bolt forward on cue. As we fall down from that to the grip itself, this is where it starts to get a little standard AK. It's a very slim grip with a nice horizontal texturing. It is going to be very grippy overall, but it is an AK grip. It's exactly what you would expect. Now, of course, the final piece to resistance, there's a Picatinny rail on the back that will allow you to attach a folding stock of sorts, or really any of that style stock that will fit on there properly. So, in review, you have a 10-inch cold hammer forged barrel, a bulged trunnion, and a 1.5mm receiver with a hinged top cover, a Krinkov style rear sight with an overall length, of course without any stock, of 19.3 inches with a 1 in 9.5 twist rate. And finally, it shoots 5.56. That is high up on the tier list of great things about this particular firearm. In conclusion, the Zastava ZPAP85 isn't for those who want a dainty little pocket pistol. It's for the shooters who appreciate a compact firearm with a big personality and even bigger firepower. If you're looking for a pistol that's as reliable as it is fun to shoot, the ZPAP85 definitely deserves a closer look. Just be prepared to answer some questions from curious onlookers at the range who might mistake you for some sort of Cold War era secret agent. If you have any experiences with the ZPAP85, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless, stay safe. It is time to